Welcome back to Business Breakfast in Bedhead. I actually do these live calls on Instagram. I would love for you to come and hang out with me at them. So if you don't already follow me at Dawn Bradley, DAWNBRADLEY, should have made a song about that. Go follow me there because then you can take part in these live calls and can actually chat with me. But if you can't make them, no sweat. Now they're going to be here. So welcome to Business Breakfast in Bedhead. Buckle up, friend, and let's dive in. I overthink, I overshare, and I overanalyze. So come explore with me as I chat about business, life, and relationships, all through the lens of an anxious creative. And welcome to Business Breakfast in Bedhead. I'm so excited to be going live. I gave myself a little haircut yesterday, and you can see I missed a little chunk right here. But I'm going to talk to you guys about how to get a new client because I saw the coolest thing yesterday while out. It was Canada Day here in Canada. If you don't know, I'm Canadian. And I saw a girl getting a new client in the most natural, authentic way possible. And I want to share it with you guys because it is exactly how I teach it inside of Rock Your Business. It's exactly how I teach it. If you ever want my free playbook, just comment the word booked and I'll DM it to you on how to build your clientele in under 12 weeks. It's exactly the system that I use to get new clients. And I saw someone using it out there. And so let me tell you guys a story. So yesterday was Canada Day. I was out at a pub and I went to the washroom with my friend, as you do. And I don't know how to wave back. No worries. And if you guys are wanting to get new clients, just put a 1 in the chat right now. I'm curious how many of you guys are like, yeah, I want to get brand new clients and I need to get them ASAP because this is the coolest thing. So me and my friend went to the washroom at the pub and right away I spotted the hairstylist. She was talking to this girl. She's like, yeah, your hair's a little disconnected. It would be really quick and easy to like connect that here. You know, she's like, I love this. So she was obviously just having like a natural conversation with someone in the bathroom. And the girl was like, oh my gosh, like I want to come see you. And it was just like such a like friendly conversation. And then the girl went, the hairstylist went, well, here, put your Instagram into my phone. And so she opened up Instagram, the girl put her Instagram, and that hairstylist connected with her right away. Sent her a DM, I think, or maybe followed her or something. But like got the girl to, didn't make the girl necessarily follow the hairstylist, like, oh, here's my Instagram, follow me. Because that can sometimes feel a little icky. But she's like, no, what's your Instagram? Or what's, and this can be, it doesn't even have to be social media, right? But social media is a great avenue to connect with people. I know a lot of you guys are stuck on the like, what do I post? How often do I post? What do I say? And I don't think social media has to be used that way. It can be, and if it works for you, great. But if you're finding that you're on the hamster wheel of like, I need to do this. I shared with you guys on a reel last week about my student that I've been working with one-on-one. And she's like, well, I need to get social media. And I said, why do you need social media? And she's like, well, isn't that what we're supposed to do as hairstylists now? And I was like, supposed to or shoulds we need to get rid of. Because this client of mine that I'm working one-on-one with, she wants to create more revenue in her business, but has new clients coming in. And I was like, okay, so social media can be a great portfolio, but if you don't need new clients from social media, you're getting enough new clients, you're booked up, you just need to increase the ticket price. That's a different thing. And what seems what's working is working. We just need to double down. And so you need to do an audit of your business of how do I need to use social media? What's working? And am I getting caught up in what other people are telling me to do? Am I getting caught up in the popularity game? Am I getting caught up in the like someone told me online that I need to post this many times, therefore I should? And ask yourself what's working. Is this tracking with you guys? Put a 2 in the chat if you're like, yes. So this hairstylist that I see in the washroom, she's like, put your Instagram in. You know, she wasn't telling the girl, like, this is how many followers I have. She was telling her, like, oh my gosh, like, it's easy to clean up your hair. It'd be so quick. I would love to be the hairstylist for you. Put your Instagram handle in here. I'll connect with you. I'll reach out. How amazing is that? And the girl left being so excited about finding a new hairstylist. And now the hairstylist's not waiting for this girl. And this is the thing is when you're hungry, when you're wanting, you know, it, like let's literally say like you have hunger pains. You don't sit there waiting for someone to bring you food. You go find it, right? And so I think there is a time and place in your business where clients will start to come to you. It'll be word of mouth, it'll be referral, people find you. But in the beginning, if you don't have any clients or if you're needing to build your clientele, you need to have that hunger to take action on it.
Totally simple. Why didn't I think of that? Because we think it needs to be complicated, right, Kendra? A lot of times we think it has to be hard and complicated in order to be worth it. I don't know about you guys, but before I was diagnosed with ADHD, I always felt like everything was harder for me. It always felt like everything was 10 times harder than it had to be. And why does it take me so much more effort? And then when things were simple, I didn't trust it because I always had to work so hard. And so I've learned that I overcomplicate things thinking that's the way it has to be. That's the way something tells me it has to be worth it. Oh my gosh, this hair, I'm realizing, I don't know if it's just because it's like falling wrong or I actually like didn't cut it properly yesterday. I gave myself such a quick haircut. Look at, there's that piece. Any hairstylists here that cut their own hair really quick before going out and realize you like missed a whole piece? Oh my goodness. Anyway, we'll just hide that for now. And so if you're overcomplicating it, realizing it can be totally simple. And so after the girl left that was so excited about this hairstylist reaching out to her, and I was like a fly on the wall being like, this is, I cannot wait to share this with all my people because this girl is the personification of what we need to start doing. Finding situations in our everyday lives where we can invite people into our businesses. Stop thinking that you need to get your full makeup on, and go out and get clients. Look for the opportunities everywhere around you. Now, if you're introverted and you're a homebody like me, you need to get yourself out there. But it doesn't have to be like this like super formal thing. Actually, the more informal and more relaxed it is, the more it'll feel right and the more you'll find it be more natural. But you might need to put some effort in the beginning. You might need to give yourself a little bit of a push. You might need to be like, hey, I'm going to go to the mall with the intention of getting new clients, but what I'm going to do is just shop around and start conversations. And take the pressure off yourself of like, I'm going to go talk to 10 people and I'm going to get one client out of it. Say, I'm going to go to the mall. I'm just using the mall as an example. Insert whatever fits for you. I'm going to go to the mall and I'm going to start conversations and just keep a conversation flowing with someone. And if you get my client attraction playbook, which is completely free, just comment the word booked in on this live right now. And I have an automation set up so it'll DM you. It's a free download. You'll see like, I talk about how to get clients. And the one thing that I want you to start with is you're like, I don't know how to start conversations. I mean, when you're shopping, that's a really easy way to start booked with an ED, BOOKED, booked. Sorry, I probably didn't enunciate that properly. There we go. Yes. And if you're not sure, or if you're a hairstylist like me, or this is good for any service provider, you're like, well, I don't want to insult someone on their hair being like, you need to see me. The best way to start a conversation with a stranger and start getting that conversation flowing is lead with a compliment. You don't want to say like, hey, your hair's really crooked. Do you want to come see it? No, like, hey, I really noticed that your shoes are really beautiful. Or like, you have awesome hair. Your hair looks so amazing. Like, give them a genuine compliment. Lead with a compliment. Who doesn't love to get a compliment, right? And then they're like, oh, thank you. And you're like, I used to always say like, you have gorgeous hair. Clearly you have, like, your color is amazing. You probably have a really great hairstylist. And then they'd tell me like, oh yeah, they are. Or like, oh, like my hairstylist just moved away. And I was like, this is exactly word for word what I would say. And I want you guys to listen to this and take it and use it for your own. I'd say, I love your hair, or I love your color, or clearly you have like a really amazing hairstylist. And they'd be like, yeah. And if they said, yeah, I have a really great hairstylist, I'd be like, awesome. I'm a hairstylist as well. And I can tell they do awesome work. I don't want to poach you. You've clearly got a great hairstylist, but if you're ever looking for a new one, or you know anyone, I'm assuming your hairstylist book solid. If you're looking for someone new, or you have friends or family that can't get into your hairstylist, I'd love for you to pass my name along. And that way you're not trying, because I think poaching is such a skeezy, slimy way to do it. There's more than enough for all of us. And I never want to pull someone away from someone that they've got that they love. But they might have friends and family, or they might have somebody who can't get into that person that would want to come to see you. So don't take it as like, oh, well, they have a service provider, therefore, like, I won't even promote myself. You never know. I literally DM'd a girl once after perusing her Instagram and being like, that's my style. That's the kind of client I want. I DM'd her and I was like, hey, you have amazing hair. Just want to let you know, love your style. Didn't lead with like, you should come see me. Didn't go for the quick sale. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you. She's like, I see your hairstylist. I'm like, yeah. And like, I love your hair. I don't know. I'm assuming you've got a great hairstylist, but If you're ever looking for one, let me know. And she's like, I do have a great hairstylist and I love them, but I'll give your name to my friends and family because they can't get in. And so she referred like 5 clients to me that she'd never even seen me. And then 6 months later, she booked in with me because her hairstylist left. So you never know where it's going to go. And I mean, there are ways to get quick results now. There are ways to, you gotta get in your reps. You gotta practice. You gotta learn to get comfortable. Like the first time I asked someone to be my client, I was like, I like your hair. Here's my card. And guess what? They didn't come and see me. It has to take time to get more comfortable. Think of the first time you did, I'm talking hairstylist, but I know this works for anyone. The first time you cut hair, it didn't feel natural. And then over time, it got more and more natural. The first time you did anything, it didn't feel natural. And it felt uncomfortable and maybe it was a little embarrassing. But then you kept going and it became natural. And this is where it gets, you need to exercise this muscle of getting out of your comfort zone, because if you're not getting uncomfortable, you're not growing. And I need you to know this. If you're not getting uncomfortable, you're not growing. And so if you have things that you want to achieve or things that you want to have, i.e. getting new clients in your business, or maybe it's creating more revenue or getting more financially secure and stable, then you need to find a way. How are you keeping yourself comfortable to play small and waiting for things to come to you? You need to find that hunger and you need to want it bad enough to go out and get the food, get the thing, get the client, and not in an aggressive sales way. I mean, I think a lot of reasons why a lot of us, and I'm curious, you guys tell me in the comments, a lot of reasons why a lot of us stop, hold back, and a lot of us play small is we don't want to come across as aggressive. We don't want to come across as sleazy, slimy, pushy. And so we're like, well, I want to wait for them to come to me, right? But then you don't actually even promote yourself. You don't actually market yourself. Right? I'll wait for people to come to me. How are they going to find you? Well, I keep posting on social media 3 times a week. Great. You can do the best work. I always say social media is great. It's like a store, but if nobody's coming to your store, they're not going to see your posts. So you can post 3 times a week, but how are you attracting people to your page? Are you engaging with people? I would venture, and this is a controversial opinion, I would venture to say more important than posting on your social media is going out on social media. And I don't teach social media for a reason, because I believe you can build your business without it. It's a tool that can help, but you need to know the skills underneath it of promoting yourself. And so when you think of it, if I just sat at home and was like, I help people get more clients and build their revenue with ease, and I'm going to help people, but they got to come find me. And I do a really good job of talking. When people come to my house, I do a really good job, but people have to stumble across my house. Right? No, I get out there. I engage. And so more, like I said, controversial, and you might hate me for this, and you can disagree. I welcome people disagreeing with me, because it's not going to be for everyone. But more important than posting, like have a few posts that show your work, yes, so people can see it, but get out there on other pages and engage. Invite people back to your page. Start connecting with people in comments, in DMs, on lives. Right? You never know. And that way you're going to get people drawing you back to your page. Does that make sense? So if you're wanting to use social media, when I built my clientele in under 12 weeks in a city where I knew no one, I used the skills I had learned over the 14 years at that point that I had been in my career, and I built my clientele 6 times on 3 different continents. I used the skills I knew before social media existed. I applied them to social media, where I was getting out there and talking with people and engaging with the community, looking up local businesses, engaging on their pages, inviting to do collaborations with them. It wasn't sitting and posting and using a hook line and trying to go viral. What's that going to do? I needed to connect with people locally because I was a local business trying to get local clients. Make sense? Has this been helpful? Hey, Kelly. You need to get out of your own way, and you need to realize that you're keeping yourself small, you're keeping yourself comfortable, and self-sabotage wants you to feel comfort. Self-sabotage shows up in feeling comfortable. And so if you're feeling too comfy cozy, self-sabotage is like a warm blanket on a cold day. It feels real good. It feels real safe. And growth feels scary because it stretches you. Use a classic analogy of going to the gym and working out. Growth is uncomfortable. If you're growing your muscles, you're going to stretch, you're going to get sore. You're not maybe going to like it, but you're going to feel stronger, and all of a sudden you're going to grow your capacity. And all of a sudden these things that feel like big mountains in front of you, like I could never, or Dawn, like that's easy for you. And I get this all the time. People are like, yeah, but like it's different because you're more confident. Bullshit, I was not. I'm confident now because I've grown the muscle. but I was not confident. Anybody who's been to my live classes, anyone that was in Las Vegas with me last week, saw the picture of 21-year-old Dawn, 20 years ago. I'm 41 now. I was not confident. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think I was worthy, and I had to do the work. It's taken me 20 years to get here. I don't want it to take you 20 years. It doesn't have to take you 20 years, but you need to be willing to get out of your own way. So I just want to open up that. So if you missed it, that story, yesterday I was out for Canada Day. I went to the washroom at a pub and legit saw a girl working her magic as a hairstylist, getting a client in the bathroom and being like, your hair's beautiful. I know we can make it amazing. Put your Instagram into, put your handle into my Instagram. Let me DM you right now. Let's connect. And she was like, I'll follow up with you. It's as simple as that. People want to feel good. They want to feel wanted. And so if you can start a conversation, lead with a compliment, make them feel good about themselves. And not everyone's going to say yes. So get prepared for rejection. But it's not rejection of you. It's just rejection of your offer. It's not saying you're not worth it. It's saying they don't need it right now. And you need to separate the rejection of your offer from the rejection of you. I love you. I met you at the convention and I've been obsessed since I started listening to your podcast. Oh, thank you, Claire. I love that. And so if you guys are on this bandwagon with me, it's honestly really easy when you do it organically. Absolutely, Tara. I want you guys to know that the people that I help are eager, ambitious, and a little bit anxious. You know that you're made for big things. You know that you have what it takes, but something inside of you keeps you're sabotaging yourself, or there's a belief system that you're not worthy, or there's something there that keeps stopping you, and you know that if you could just get to where you're wanting to go, then you could maintain it. But it's like the getting there that's getting in your way a little bit. And you have big hopes and dreams. You know you're capable, but what other people have said, the box people have put you in, the fear of not thinking that you have enough, that you're not worthy of it, or when I get here, then I will, all those things. And you desire belonging and community and connection. You feel really lonely right now because you feel like nobody understands you. I just want you to know I get it and I see you and I understand. You've maybe been through some shit in your life that's made you look at the world a little bit differently. It's maybe skewed your perspective. Hi, Jess. It's maybe made you a little bit maybe skeptical, cynical, bitter, resentful, and feeling like this stuff that happened to me wasn't my fault. This sucks and I shouldn't have to go through that. And whatever you're working through right now that's showing up in your business as well, I want you to know that I see you, I understand. I've been in similar situations, and those of you guys that have seen me live have heard my story. And if you haven't, shoot me a DM. I'm happy to share with you more. But the reality is that you can move forward. I've been through some shit in my life, and I'm probably going to start sharing more about it here online. And I've been through some things that I didn't ever want to have to go through. But I haven't let that define where I'm going next. I haven't let that define how I grow my business, how I show up, how I help people. And I know that you are similar to me, where it's not just about the hair, it's not just about the service you provide, it's about caring for people. For me, hair was the medium in which I served people and cared for people. But for me, deep down, it's about helping other people. And so I want you to know that you've got everything you need. You absolutely can achieve the thing that you want to do. And if you're looking for more intimate, connected work, you love the online, but you know that you thrive in person, I have my Rockstar Retreat, another one coming up in October. It's hosted here in my home in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And if you're interested in knowing more about my retreat, it's like 10 people. It's really small. We work through stuff that's stopping you in your business, your life, and your relationships. It goes deep. We have amazing workshops with amazing professionals. We did a perfume workshop. My plan is to have yoga every morning, like a holistic, not too hippy dippy, still like Backstreet Boys. Like it's like slumber party vibes, grade 5 slumber party in a safe, judgment-free environment. If you're interested in knowing more about my retreat, just comment retreat, and there's an automation that will send you a link to apply. Because it's in my home, it is application only, but I know that the right people need this right now. And if you're feeling like an inclination to know more about it, shoot me a DM or just comment the word retreat right now, and it'll send you all the information. Kendra, I'm so excited. So I want you guys to know that I would love to have you here in October. Here, it's going to be so beautiful. It'll be the fall. And we're going to have a blast. Like I said, it's small, it's intimate. And you get all my online education with it when you join. So if you are a member of any of my programs, you do get a special discount. So I've got early bird pricing going on right now. You can apply and we'll connect and I'll chat with you guys. But I want you to know that I know that there's magic that happens when you come together in real life. And I'm someone who learns really good in person as well. And so I want to go on this journey of the next few months, getting to know you deeper, you getting to know each other. Those of you guys that sign up for the retreat, we're going to start getting connected right away so that when you come to the retreat, you already feel safe, comfortable, and entering into this space for 3 days here in Calgary, go to the Rocky Mountains as well, and have a transformative weekend that will go through stuff that's going to help your life, business, and your relationships. So like I said, if you want to know more, comment the word retreat. It'll send you a link to the information and apply. There's no obligation when you apply, so please just apply. If there's an interest, just apply and we can see if it is the right fit. Like I said, it's not going to be for everyone. I'm not the educator for everyone. I'm going to rub people the wrong way. People are going to disagree with me. But if you connect with my story, if you connect with the same struggles I've been through, if you feel like maybe I'm in a place where you desire to go in your confidence, in your business, in your skill set, in your ability to get out of your own way, then please comment the word retreat, and apply, and let's chat and see if it is the right fit. And like, I'm not someone who's going to, you're coming into my home, so I'm not gonna do it just because you're interested. I want to make sure it is the right thing for you, that it's going to work out, and that it is going to be a good fit. So totally relate with you based on what I know so far, and you give me amazing energy. I'm going to hocus pocus the heck out of you and suck in all that I can. I love that, Kendra. I love it so much. Okay, you guys, this was so amazing to chat with you. So if I got to see a girl in the wild yesterday getting a client so easily, I know you can do it today too. So push yourself, commit to yourself to go and talk to a stranger, lead with a compliment. And even if that's all even if you're like, I don't even want to get to asking them to be a client, but just the goal today is to like start a conversation with a stranger and give them a compliment and see if you can keep the conversation going. Let that be your goal. Let that be step one. Because a lot of times we stand at a staircase thinking, I want to be at that top of the staircase. And you wait to try to take the staircase in one big step, right? Like, I want to be there. And when I can take it in one big step and get there, then I could move on. But really, it's in your small, insignificant steps every day that the magic's happened. So if you can you want to get new clients, but you're like, you feel so out of practice, you feel like that muscle needs to get exercised, start with the commitment of the goal today is the first step, which seems small and insignificant. But the first step is I'm going to give a compliment to a stranger today, and when they say thank you, reply and kind of keep the conversation going. Let that be step one. Then tomorrow, step two is to keep the conversation going a little bit further. And then the day after that is to find someone that you would want as a client, give them a compliment, keep the conversation going, and then lead into that. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but like, hey, Candy, you just have to put a T at the end of that, and then it'll send you the automation retreat. Holly, sorry, just seeing all my fun, I was gonna say buddies and friends at the same time, but it's gonna feel uncomfortable the first time that you ask someone to come be your client, because you're out of practice or you've never done it. And so I want you to know, like, once you get that to that point, it'll feel weird and you'll maybe be a little bit embarrassed, and that's part of the game. So know that that's coming. Expect it, be prepared for it, and know that over time you'll get more comfortable doing it and you'll be less in your head. It's like learning a new skill, right? Like I recently started learning golf, and the first time I went, I was like trying to think of all the things to make sure that I swung the golf club the right way. But then the more I went, the less I had to think about the mechanics, because the more natural it came. So know that the first few times you do something, you're going to be thinking about all the different components of it, and then the more natural it gets. So the most important thing you have to do is just continue to show up and do it. Because if you don't continue, you're going to lose that strength. You'll build strength each time you do it, but the more longer you go in between, the less you're going to build up that muscle. So the goal is, and the key and the secret is frequency. Not how much you do, but how frequent you do it. All right? Okay, you guys have a wonderful day. Candy, hair goddess, just put retreat. You have to put retreat with a T, and it'll automatically send you an automation I have set up, or just shoot me a DM. But I'm so excited to see you guys, your applications for my Rockstar retreat. It's going to be so good. Holly, I would love to see you there. Actually, come to the retreat in October. It's going to be a blast. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast and for tuning into Business Breakfast and Bedhead. Like I said, I would love for you to join me live on these over on Instagram. So once again, just look up Dawn Bradley and let's connect. Shoot me a DM, send me a screenshot, tag me in your stories of listening to this or what you took away from this. Those comments, that feedback really makes my day and helps me know that these things are landing and that you want to hear more. I do these lives and I do this podcast for you to help you, and your feedback means the world to me. And if you enjoyed this episode, help me spread the love. Share it with a friend, a coworker, family member, or leave a review. And make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future episodes. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you next time. Until then, friend, stay weird.